The very first section of your website that the customer or the visitor looks at is the Heroes section. So the Heroes section is the one which is just below the header and can have a lot of information like the company information, the offers that are running on the website, and a lot of more details which can engage the visitor. So let us check out a small plugin which can help you greatly in designing the Heroes section and give a totally different look for your website. Hi guys, this is Prakash from theskillable.com, and as you're looking at the screen, these are beautiful sliders on the hero sections which are created using a beautiful and free plugin, that is Smart Slider plugin. So as you see, these sliders which are created with the plugin are also mobile friendly, and these can be very easily created using the Smart Slider plugin. So without wasting any further time, let us get on and check the Smart Slider plugin and its setup. So to create the Smart Slider, let us hover over to the plugins and say add new. Search for Smart Slider, and you will see this plugin Smart Slider 3, and it has more than 8 lakh installation and has a 5-star rating. This has been updated very recently, 2 months back. So just install this plugin, and once it is installed, you can activate the plugin. Upon activation, you will see a tab for the Smart Slider, and you can go to the dashboard. So here on the dashboard, you will see a video which you can follow, but as I'm going to explain you how to create the sliders from the template as well as from the scratch, we will skip this video. So let us go to the dashboard, go to edit, and you can just make some changes here and create your own sliders. But there is another way, and it can be with a new project. So under the new project, you will see create a new project, and there is another option, start with the template. So if you go to the templates area, you will see a lot of different options like the full width, full page, page, block, carousel, showcase, boxed, video, and a premium template section. So don't worry, even if you see there are very few sliders which are free, but these all are as good as premium sliders. So don't worry, we will see how to tweak these sliders and make amazing looking sliders for your website. So let me find out a good example and let us check out this. So it's a free template for travel block. So I will import it, and it's very easy. It has successfully imported the slider. It contains only one slide, and if we go to edit, it gives me a complete control over its design. So if I click on the image, I can replace this image, I can replace whatever content it is having. I can also tweak the button and its design. So this is how we can use the templates. But as I already told you, I'll be giving an example to create a complete slider of your choice. If you go to the new projects section, you will see the create a new project and says you can create the sliders from scratch. So if you go inside, you will see some options like the project type. So it can be a slider or a block. We will select this option, and this can be a slider type, which can be a simple slider type. So you just need to name the project, that is a test project, and we want it to be 1400 by 500. So it has to be a full width section. There can be options like boxed or a full page. The full page option is obviously available under the Pro version. So I don't need a box section, I need a full width section. So I have selected these two things, the slider type and the project type and the slider type and its dimensions. So I will just say create. So to create a new slider, go to the add slide, and here it will ask you if you would like to create a slider with an image, a blank slider, a post containing slider, a static overlay, or a dynamic slider. So since we are creating it from scratch, I will just say a blank slider. So I'll go and click on edit. So here is my blank screen. Now the slider is blank and we are going to design it. So if I click on the background, it is blank at the moment, and we can style it like we can have a background image. So here you can insert any image. So this is the background image. Or what you can do is you can style it with the color background. So it can be a background like a normal background, or it can be a gradient. So to create a gradient, you can just select the colors. So here I will just select the dark blue, and it can be green. So if you want it vertical, you can just select it like this, or if you want it in a particular angle, you can just select the arrows like this. So it will create a gradient in the background, and you can do the other settings from here as well. So to design the slider further, let us go and add the sections. So it works exactly like the Elementor blocks, and if you see this is the row tab, and when I clicked on that, you will see two rows added on the slider. So if I will just move this here, and if I go to the first column, I can just drag and drop the heading. So here I have dragged the heading, and let us type in the header here. So the heading can be start web designing, and you can of course style this. So I will go here and I can change the font family. so it doesn't have pop-ins, so I will keep it as Nunito, so it looks good on sliders. So if you want to make the color to a different one, you can do it from here. So if you make it pink, it doesn't look that great, so I will keep it as white because it looks good. And you can also make the aligning from here, so it can be towards the left, center, or on the right side, but I will keep it as center. So if you want to put a background to this text, you can do that. And if you want any border or you want to change the spacing, so everything like the uh, Elementor elements, you can have the same functionalities here. So once you create any section of it, you just need to save it, which is an important thing because it doesn't auto save. Now let us check how we can create something like the info below and the button. So what I will do, I will drag the text box here and I will drop it below the first text. So we can just say so let us make it central aligned, and so you can make the text size to maybe 18, and if you want the font weight, you can make it bold or 200 extra light. You can change the text color so it looks little better. So I made it central aligned, and I think you can make other changes to the text as per your design, and you can just save it. So we are done with the second text, and let us see how we can add some spacing between the text. So here, if you scroll down, you will see something as the padding, and also something as the margin as well. So here, if you look at the section, I think it's in the padding. So if you put a value like I have added 5, and you will see a padding added from all the sides for the text. So to add the padding, particularly from the top right side, left side, or the bottom side, you can just de-link or unlink the padding, so it is little different from the Elementor. So here you will see 4 boxes now, and if you wish to add a padding from the bottom, you can just apply it here. I will apply the padding of say 2, and let us see how it looks. So I think we can adjust the padding later on once we complete the designing further. So let us again see how we can add a button, because that is required for this slide. So I have dragged and dropped the button element here. So the button is at the moment not designed, so let me label it. So I will say no more, and I can style it, so I can change maybe the text color. So I will change the text color to I will change it to black. So let me make it black, so it doesn't look good on a green background. So I will change the background to white, and I can further design it. So I need to add maybe some border to it. So let me apply 5 pixel, or I will make it 10, but 20. With 20 it will be a complete round shape, and I can see that the button is now completely a round button. But I'm still not happy with the margins for the text and also now the button. So let us see how we can add some padding or margin. And if you scroll down, you will see the section for size, and you can add some margin there. So as we already understood that by adding the number, it applies from all the sides. So I delinked it, and I will add some margin from the top. So for the button, I will add the margin of 15, and it looks little better. For the header, let me add some margin to the bottom. So let me make it 15, and I think this looks little better, but still, if we can do something for the margins. So let us see how we can add the image first. So I have dragged and dropped the image element, and it is very easy. We can just go to the media library and add the image. So the image looks perfect, and it has a nice look to the slider. But still, if you look at the text side, so the text side still need to have some margin or the padding to the 3 parts of it. So let us see. We will add some padding to the header now, and I have added a padding, but I think let me link it, and I will add some margin. So I have added 5 pixel from all the sides to the header, and to the button as well. So you can design this and add the padding as per the requirement of your slider, and you can adjust the look of the text and its spacing accordingly. So we have designed the first slider. Let us save it. Let us check how it looks on a tablet and mobile. So on a mobile it looks good, but we still need to tweak some settings. So if you look at the tab setting, the heading has come in 2 lines, so it doesn't look good. So I will change it a bit, and let us see how we can fit the header in a single line. So I have clicked on the header, and I will go to the size section. So to make any changes, it is important that we put this adaptive setting on, and I will change it to 80%, or let me yeah. So with the slider I can adjust it to maybe 70, It looks good on 70%. I will make the same to the second text. So description, adaptive setting is on, and I will make it to 70%. So it looks little good, little better than the last one that we had. So let us check it on the desktop, and it looks good. So I have saved it. Let us go and check it for the tab. It is good, and let me check it on the mobile. So mobile also the heading, we need to make the changes. I will make sure the adaptive setting is on. I will put this as 75. So let me check. No, so I will maybe make it to 70. Let me use the slider. So I will make it 60 maybe. So with 60 it is coming in a single line. So let me apply the same to the description, and I have to put the adaptive setting on, and let me make it 60. So it looks good on a mobile too. So I will just save this. So this is how we have created the first slider, and we have also optimized it for the tab and the mobile. So again, I saved it to ensure that everything is saved. So this is our first slider. So to add more sliders, let us go back to the test project, and here on the test project. So to add the second slide, we need not take the same efforts. We can just go and duplicate this slide. So it will make a replica of the slide that we made. So we can edit this now. So this is our second slide, and let me change the image first, and I will just add a second image for the slider, and it is already looking good. So let me change the header of it. So the header should now be a different one, and let me change it to start your web agency. So let me make it caps. Sorry. Yes. So start your web agency, and this is my second slide. I have just saved it. So likewise, I can add the third slide now, and I will just go and duplicate the second slide to make the third slide. I will go to edit, and first I will change the image. So I will add the third image now, and it looks really nice. So let me also change the header now. So the header is to be changed to start your freelancing career. Perfect, and I have saved it now. So this is how we have made the third slide now, and all the three slides are already optimized for the tab and mobile. So if you check on the dashboard, you will see some settings now, and these are the settings for the slider, like the size. You can change the slide size, some controls, animations. There is autoplay. So we will check all these options, optimize the images. So before we go in these details, let us first check how we can add the slider to our website. So this is the shortcode I have copied, and let me go to the website. I will quickly go on the website and I will check the pages, go to home, and I have clicked on edit. So here we can say edit with Elementor or WordPress editor. So I will use the Elementor editor. I will add a single column here. I will search for shortcode now. So the shortcode I had copied, I will just paste it here, and I will say apply. So instantly you will see the slider now playing on your website. Amazing it is. So this is how we can add the slider to our website. And if you check now, you will see the slider, and we can check for some settings now. So in the general settings, we saw few things like the simple slider, and you can have some changes in the designing. So it can be a normal alignment, it can be a left alignment, or you can change the alignment likewise. So on the size, so you can change the slider size. You can change the slider size for desktop, tablet, and mobile. So if you need different size sliders, you can do that. You can change the layout. So I have kept it full width, but you can also change it to a boxed one, and some margins you can change. So in the controls, we will see that there are a few controls for particularly for the arrows, and you can have horizontal drag or the mouse setting or the keypad setting. So arrows can be simple opaque arrows, or it can be colored ones. So I will keep it as simple opaque one because I like it, and I can style the arrows if I wish to. So it can be changed for the mobile, tab, and the desktop, of course. So you can have some changes to the arrow style, to bullet, text bar, and other things. So since it is okay now, so animations, you can have horizontal, you can have fade animations and other things here. So autoplay is an important thing. So if you put it on, so you will see the slider playing automatically. So this is the setting which comes under the autoplay. So under the optimize image, so this is one of the important setting you can say. With this optimization, the images on the slider gets auto optimized. So you can use this setting. So this can be a very good feature if you're looking at the website speed. So the next one is loading. So you can load the slider almost instantly, or you can have a delayed load for the slider, because this also impacts the page load, like the speed and other things. So you can have these settings here. So if you have the slider loading instantly, it might cause a delay in loading the complete page. So likewise, you can have these settings. So under the slides, you can have the slide designing changed to the box fit, the the fill, or the other things. So you can make the changes there. So under the developer can have different settings here. So they can apply some CSS or JavaScript or something like that, but I'm not using this at the moment. So let us save the slider and check how it has come, because we had made some changes in the settings. So let me refresh it. So here is the slider, and since we have put the arrows off, the arrows are not there now, but the slider is playing automatically as we had set the autoplay to on. So you can also change the slider speed here. You can change the speed as per your requirement. If you have less number of slides, you can have the speed more, or if you have more sliders, you can have the sliders moving fast. So this is how the smart slider plugin works, and we have seen some basic to advanced setting for the smart slider. So I hope you like the videos. If you find these videos interesting, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon as well, so that you can get notifications for further videos. So thank you so much.